Hey, what's going on, guys? Back again with another daily recap. This is the last daily recap of the week. We'll be going over today, Friday, August 2nd's trading session. Gonna try to keep this one a little short just because I do want to do a weekly recap some point. I'll probably upload it on Saturday or Sunday. I haven't decided yet. So I'll try to keep this one short. Go over, I did take a trade today. I took a trade in the Emini S&P, even though, if you recall, last night I said I wasn't too interested in that pair. I saw a pretty good signal to go short on that pair, so we'll go over that in a bit. For now, we'll start with crude oil. We'll start on the daily chart like we always do. And as you can see here, if you can recall what I said yesterday, I wasn't expecting too big of a range today. It is Friday. I said we may see a pushback into this consolidation zone here, which is exactly what we saw today. If you zoom out a little bit, you can see I drew this wedge in. And as you can see, we're just getting smaller and smaller ranges, and eventually it's going to have to break out of this. Right now, to me, it's looking like it's most plausible that we break down and take out this double bottom here, take out the lows. I'm sure there's a lot of stops resting below that. So if we see a little bit more of a consolidation here and then a big breakdown, that's going to be a great bearish signal for us. So, we'll be looking for shorts after that. If not, push up, doesn't really matter. We'll take the signal whichever way we end up going in this wedge. All right, so let's look at the S&P now on the daily chart. So if you remember what I said last night, I said there's a good chance that we're going to test this 50-day moving average, which is what we did. Intraday, we broke down below it, and then towards close, we bounced off it, closed right on it. So, we'll see how we react to that on Monday, see if we get a bounce or a breakdown below it. As you can also see, we have this little resistance turn support line right here, showing a little bit of support as well. Again, we'll see where we open on Monday, if this line wants to hold, if the 50-day wants to hold. If we do break the 50-day, possibly moving down in the 200, but we'll see. Hopefully we get a little bit of a bounce here, we can move back up, but we'll play by ear. So since I did take a trade today in the S&P, we'll go over that one first. Let's go down to a lower time frame. So now we're in the volume profile. This is Friday's trading session, overnight, and Thursday's trading session. As you can see, this is the trade I took here, and I'll walk you through why I took that trade. So what I was looking for was, I was looking at overnight price action shortly into the open, or right before open. I noticed that we pushed up, we had a big rally here, and what did we do? We have this long wick, and we rejected right on yesterday's point of control, yesterday's POC. As you can see here, the POC was 29.55.50, bounced right off it, we rejected off of it. And then as you can see here, this is the value area low of yesterday. So this red line, this upper red line, we closed below it, and we drifted lower as we went into open. So now at open, what I'm looking for is a break below the overnight value area low, which we did right here on this candle at 940. Once we broke below it, that's my short signal. So I entered on the candle immediately after it. I have my stop above that candle. So my stop was about 6 points, and my take profit was a little over 12 points. We hit that fairly easy. We barely went into any drawdown. It was a good trade, a very good trade. And so another thing that you guys have to keep in mind, I said it, I believe a couple times already, is volume profile is great for showing you the levels that are, so volume profile is great for showing levels that you can expect some support and resistance off, but you always have to have a directional bias as well. If we zoom out a bit, you can see the entire week we've been trending lower, okay? So keep that in mind. You never want to fight against the trend. Of course, if you look at a daily chart, we're heading higher. It's clear that we're in a bullish trend, but as day traders, we have to be aware of what the short-term trend is. And this entire week we've been trending lower. So when you have that in mind and you're looking for shorts, you can anticipate that these levels are going to act as resistance. And once you see confirmation of it, which we did here on this long wick and a breakdown lower below the value area low and POC, then you can start, getting some conviction and be more convincing that your short trade is going to work out. So once I took that trade, as you can see after that, just kind of consolidated, which is to be expected of Friday, especially after a big range day yesterday. So, we were in and out, didn't take much time at all. It was a great trade. Everything lined up perfectly. Even though I said I wasn't too interested in it, when you see opportunities like this, you take them. Okay? Don't ever have performance anxiety when you're trading. If things are lining up, take the trade. It's okay to take the loss. If anything, the loss is going to teach you that you may be wrong and you might have to switch your bias. But it worked out in our favor here, so that's great. Let's go down into crude oils intraday session. So yeah, I wasn't too interested in crude oil's price action today, and I'll tell you why. So as you can see here, this is our open, this bearish candle right here. So where are we? We opened right in the value area of the overnight. We're above the POC, and this is the value area high of last night. The reason why I wasn't too interested in taking any trade is because, so right after open, we bounced up, we broke the value area high here, but look at where we are in relation to yesterday, Thursday's value area. It's a very large range, and we're just in the middle of nowhere. No volume traded here at these levels right here. So there's a lot of inefficiency. If you remember what I said about these big long candles here, the market usually tends to like to fill them. But since it was such a large range and we are in Friday, I wasn't expecting it to fill anytime soon. So this just didn't excite me at all. I wasn't looking. It didn't look appealing to me. I didn't want to take any trades. As you can see, we just kind of chopped along here. Yeah, I was more looking at the S&P today. The S&P trade we took was great. Nothing in crude oil. Like looking back on it now, nothing really stood out to me. So yeah, we'll see where we open on Monday. This is the level. If we break down below it, we may see some further downside. And then if we go back to the daily chart, it can, let's bring it up. It can further confirm, at that point, possibly break this wedge, head lower, take out these lows. So we'll see where we open on Monday. Maybe we get a bounce up, try to break this value area or this line in the sand that I was talking about yesterday. We'll see. But like I said before, I believe it's more plausible that we break down below it. So that's what I'll be looking out for heading into Monday. But all right, guys, I think that's about it. Like I said, I wanted to keep this one short. I'll be doing a weekly recap. We'll be going over all the trades we took. We had a great trading week. We actually took no losses this week, which is amazing. Don't get used to that. That won't happen every week. So yeah, thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you again on that weekly recap.